What's up, guys? How you doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. Got a chest workout here. This is our first workout to our actual high volume program that I have coming out. Me and Alex kind of are both doing it here. We just finished a strength program, got some awesome numbers. You can check out those videos and see what we deadlifted, squatted, benched, everything like that. Worked out pretty great, man. I'm actually recording this voiceover at like 2 in the morning because I worked out so late. Decided to stay up and edit and record this voiceover. Doing some incline bench here. And I haven't done incline bench in a long time since we were doing the strength program. We're working on our flat bench. So this is the first day going back to incline. And like my last current max before was like 195 or 200 pounds or something with a belt and wraps and stuff, because incline was always pretty hard for me. So it was like kind of testing out my strength here to see what I could get up to. I think I got up to 195 actually with no belt or anything like that. So pretty cool to see I didn't lose any strength on the incline, even though I haven't been doing it in about 9 weeks. This is actually the 195 set, I believe. Yeah, I think so. And in this part of the video, I left me setting up doing the bench press here for a reason. So normally, like, my clips will start about right here, where I'm just lifting the bar and I'm, doing my working sets. So I don't want to bore you guys or anything, but the reason in this workout I'm kind of leaving those clips in where I'm setting up for the bench, I did it in a couple of these clips here, is so you could see how I do it, because a lot of people don't set up for the bench press right. Now, granted, this is the incline, so it's not the flat bench. It isn't the flat, but it's pretty similar. Most, things do add up to be the same. Like, the first mistake I see most people making is they don't retract their scapula, is a technical definition. They don't pretty much squeeze their shoulder blades together, and they kind of just lay on the bench and press, and no matter what kind of press you're doing, that is the worst thing you can do, is just lay flat and let your shoulders roll forward. And I have a slight arch on my back, not of a huge arch. I don't think you need a huge arch. I do believe you should have some slight arch though. It'll protect your spine, it'll help you move a little bit more weight, and actually help you retract your scapula, believe it or not. And that is crucial, to retract your scapula. And if you can't just lay back and do it like I do, you can literally sit on the bench press and pull your traps up like you're shrugging, and then pull them back and down slightly, and then you retract your scapula and hold that position as you lay back. And that should help you retract your scapula, and it'll put your chest at a higher position, so it's less bar path. And your chest is the highest part, so therefore it is working the hardest, and you will get the best muscle growth and move the most amount of weight safely doing that. This was a little drop set here. Had two 25s on each side, took it to failure, then I took the 25 off, and took this to failure too. Kind of just burned it out, because we're going high volume here. We only went heavy in the beginning to test out, around where our maxes would be. I was happy with that. Again, scapula retracted, slight arch. And you should keep your elbows in as much as possible. Not too much to where it's all triceps, but if you notice my elbows aren't flaring out the whole time, they're pulled slightly in. Again, that'll protect your shoulders and allow you to use more chest instead of shoulders. Very important as well. Went on to some one-arm dumbbell presses here. Tried to keep the pace, somewhat slow, to make sure I'm activating the muscle fibers. It's not like before when I was doing the strength program and you're kind of just, busting through the weight. This is more slowing it down and kind of feeling it. That's why I have my hand on my my upper pec, to make sure I'm actually activating it and using the correct muscle fibers. And then I'll switch off to the left arm. And again, I don't know if I do it here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, retract the scapula. Now, before, though, when I was newer with lifting, I've been lifting for, 3-4 years now. So when I was newer with lifting, I would actually sit there and pull my shoulders up, back, and down before I would lean back, especially if I was doing a one-arm press. But now you can see I can kind of lay back, pull them back, and I'm retracted enough to where I won't get injured, and I have the optimal amount of range of motion and everything like that. So you need to make sure when you're doing these things, you're not too inexperienced. You at least do some research on it, or just watch this video. And, make sure you don't get hurt right away, because that's the last thing you want. That's the one thing that will stop your results dead in its tracks, is an injury. Especially if you're following my strength program or any strength program to get stronger. That is, that's me messing around there. But that is very, dangerous if you're lifting heavy, especially if you're lifting heavy and you're using bad form. I mean, you could get injured, honestly, just doing the bar, like, wrong over enough amount of times. Never mind a lot of weight. That could really end bad fast. That literally takes one time wrong. If you're bench pressing 225, 315, 405, whatever it is, yeah, I mean, if your elbows are out and you're not retracting your scapula, I mean, you could be in trouble. So, just a few key pointers, and not very hard to learn. I'll actually make a full video literally showing you this as I'm talking, so it's not just my voice. You can actually see what I'm doing, and I'll be very in-depth, and I'll show you exactly how to bench press. And again, it's not just bench press, it's dumbbell press, hammer strength press if you have that equipment at your gym. Pretty much any time you work your chest or do any kind of press, you should be retracting your scapula to a certain degree to protect your shoulders and use most muscle fibers in your chest. And actually here I'm tapping on Alex's upper chest to help him activate it because he was saying he couldn't activate his upper chest, so I was tapping on his upper chest here to help him get some activation in the upper pecs and make sure he's using the most muscle fibers possible. I think I'm doing some incline flies here. Again, I try to keep the pace pretty slow with these for two reasons. One is, to make sure I'm keeping the tension on my chest, my upper pecs, as much as possible. And the other is to not get hurt. With these, you don't want to be slinging the weight around and, like you're bench pressing or something, bouncing it. You can't really do that with these. You'll blow your shoulders out so fast if you try that. You go pretty lightweight with these. I mean, you can go pretty heavy. I believe you can go decently heavy with these. Just make sure you keep the form very good if you go heavy. I'm using like 25-pound dumbbells here or something like that. I go up to 40s. When I get to 40s, or I've done 50, 55-pound dumbbells, I'm very slow and methodical about it. I don't care if it cuts my reps in half because I don't want to blow my shoulders out because I know that is the one thing that will hinder me from becoming any bigger or stronger. Injury is something you definitely want to avoid if possible. And Alex is doing his incline flies here. And this is, he doesn't do these much, so, his form's not going to be completely perfect, but he gets better actually as this set goes on. He's only pretty much 9 weeks into consistent lifting, so can't expect him to be doing any more than 20 pounds. I'm trying to make sure he's going as slow as possible. But he'll get better. He gets better every single week, I promise you that. Yeah, I think he's using the 20-pound dumbbells there. His form's okay. It could be better, but it's okay. Anyone's form could be better. Mine could be better. And yes, we did some landmine presses. We recorded this with his phone at the end just to finish out the workout. My clip actually has the audio in it, so I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. There will definitely be more.